How can the 49ers bounce back from this defeat? Because they should look at this team, Philly, as a team that's inferior to them. They should look at this game and, you know what, we beat ourselves. And it sucks. Like, don't go into the offseason and be like, you know what, we should have won. No, you shouldn't have won. You lost 31-7. You gave it away in the first quarter and you beat yourselves. So instead of like, you know, telling yourself, hey, you know, fluky game, could have went either way, we're really good, we'll get them next year, the Niners should like stew on this. They should be really upset. I feel like the Niners haven't been upset enough after their losses. In the Super Bowl, they were like, damn, you know, Nick Bosa cried. But they were like, you know what? He got held. We should have won. Let's go party with Lil Wayne. And then last year, it's like, yeah, we lost, but we lost by 3. And it was Tart's fault. Let's just get rid of Tart and come back next year and be even better. But this one, you gave it away in the first quarter because you couldn't challenge a play and you tried to get Tyler Kroft on Hassan Reddick. Like, are you kidding? That's how you lost. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe the Niners finally can stop deluding themselves and actually sit with this disappointment and let it fuel them. Because I'm looking at this game today and Niner fans are complaining about calls. What are you expecting? It's Philly. It's Philly. They got the home field advantage. You want the calls? You get the home field advantage. I can't help but notice that Kyle Shanahan, the genius, is 1-0 in NFC championships at Levi Stadium and 0-2 in NFC championships on the road, at least with the 49ers. Hey, maybe make it a priority to start faster. It seems like the Niners actually think that their way of going about a season is starting slow, messing around, losing a few games to teams that don't matter, and then turning it on late. Yeah, that's great, but for 2 years in a row, it didn't work because you had to play big games on the road. And it's championships on the road. So bouncing back next season, first thing is, gotta start faster. The Niners lost this game in Chicago week 1. They lost this game in Denver week 3. You know what I'm saying? The game never should have been here. The Niners should have lost one game this season to Kansas City. They were that talented. They kept saying it. We have a special team. You do. But you gave away some games early in the season that you shouldn't have because that's how Kyle apparently thinks it's best to prepare a team, and you're the 2 seed. So a big part of beating Philly next year is playing the game in freaking Santa Clara. And that involves, winning earlier in the season. The one time Kyle went to the Super Bowl, he started the season 8-0. Do that. My recommendation as quality control for Kyle Shanahan, win more and earlier. So that's one thing. And it's like, if I remember correctly, I don't remember correctly. I wasn't alive. But I believe in the 83 season, the Niners got embarrassed in the playoffs. Then the next year, they used it as fuel, tackling fuel, went freaking 18-1, won Super Bowl. Had one of the most dominant seasons of all time. That's what I want to see from the 49ers. Get mad. Stop telling yourselves that you should have won. You're still the best team in the league. And one of these days, the bounce is leaving out. No. You have now wasted a third great team. Be mad. Get mad. And have your best effort ever next year because Kittle's going to be 30. Trent Williams is going to be 35. Eventually, these guys aren't going to be as dominant, and you're going to have a new team. So, can they bounce back? Yeah. It's all got to be about taking down Philly, building their team to match up better with Philly, and starting the season freaking faster, getting the number 1 seed. It almost feels like the Niners convinced themselves, who needs a number 1 seed? It's more important to be hot going into the playoffs. No! You want rest, you want home games. Because that's how the Niners made it to the Super Bowl in the past. Under Kyle. Kyle's never won 3 playoff games in a row ever. So he needs that bye week. That's what they got to do. They also got a new nose tackle, new edge rusher opposite Nick Bosa, new right tackle. They do those things, and Kyle figures out a way to keep a quarterback healthy for once, they'll be better next year. They'll win the Super Bowl next year. It's an exciting time for the 49ers because they're at a crossroads, and if they make the right decisions, this could be the springboard to the 6th Super Lombardi. But doesn't it feel deflating? Again, we're talking about, we're going to have an entire offseason of, hey, they're a really good team, and hey, they came really close. But how are they going to get over the hump? And most people will be like, well, they will this time because they have to. Because how could they possibly fall apart again? Well, I don't know. I feel like something needs to change here, and it's got to come from Kyle. I'm hoping that Kyle secretly knows he messed up, but just couldn't admit it publicly today. I'm hoping that's what happened.